So hello everyone. Now I am going to solve problem of LeetCode problem of the day for 14th of October 2024. And let's take a look at the problem. Given a zero-indexed integer array nums, an integer k, and a starting score of 0. Okay, what can I do in an operation? I will choose an index I such that so it basically means from 0 to length minus 1 I can choose any index. Then increase my score by nums of I and replace nums of I with seal of nums I by 3. Okay, so let us check what does seal mean. Fine. So suppose I have been given seal of 7 by 3. So if you take the mathematical value of 7 by 3, you will get 2.66. Am I right? No, you will get 2.33, right? Now, what does seal mean? Seal basically means that if you have a number which is not an integer, that is, it contains some decimal value. Here you can see 2.33. So what you basically do is, irrespective of the decimal value, you just round it off to the next greatest integer, which in this case will be 3. Let's take another example. Suppose I will do seal of 29 by 3. So 29 by 3 mathematically comes out to be 9.66, right? Now, what did I say just now? So, if I have a decimal value, I will just round it off to the next greatest integer. So, 10. Let me take last example, seal of 9 by 3. So, 9 by 3 mathematically comes out to be 3, which is an integer and contains no decimal. So, it will stay the same. Fine. Now let us take a look at the examples. Example 110. This is a basic example. This needs no clarification. Nouns equals to 110. Yeah, this one is a fine example. So let me take it into account. Nouns equals to 1, 10, 3, 3, 3. And k is 3. Fine. This is the thing I have here. So what I can do here, if you take a good look, that after every iteration, the maximum value will be my answer. Okay, how is it happening? So in this case, what is the maximum value? So initially my score is 10. Now the maximum value is 10. So this gets 10. Now this 10 will reduce to seal of 10 by 3. So basically this is mathematical symbol for seal. Uh, Third bracket with the lower dashes being absent. So this will be 4 because 10 by 3 mathematically is 3.6, 3.33, which when rounded off to the next greatest integer is 4. So this becomes 4. Now you see still 4 is the greatest integer among all of them. So this becomes 10 plus 4, 14. Now since I have 4 here, this 4 will get reduced to seal of 4 by 3. Now, what is seal of 4? The mathematical value for 4 by 3 is 1.33. So, the seal of this will be 2, 2. Now, what is the maximum value? 3. So, 14 will get replaced by 14 plus 3, 17. Yeah, as you can see, 17 is the answer. Now, how do we implement it algorithmically? So, here comes to our rescue max heap. So, what is max heap? Max heap is a data structure that contains the maximum element in that priority maximum element in that heap at its top, followed by the second highest, followed by the third highest, and the lowest value at its end. Okay, so let us take a look how it will look. So let us see how this might look. Fine, let me rewrite the parameters. Sorry, 10, 3, 3, 3, and case. Okay, this way. So, how will a max heap look initially? So, the highest value 10 will be at the top, followed by the second highest 3, third highest 3, fourth highest 3, and the lowest value, which is 1. Okay, so this is the initial configuration. Now, for me, score is 0, k is 3. Now, what will I do? I will take the maximum element that is at the top of the max heap, which is 10, add it to score, and store this 10 in a temporary variable. Suppose temp will be 10. Okay. Now what will I do? I will remove 10 from this heap. How do I do? We can do it by pop function. Fine. Now, okay. And since the question asked us to replace nums of I with C log nums of I by 3. So let me take another value, new. Uh, let this be new val, because new is a keyword, as you know. New val. No, new val will be what? C log temp by 3, because temp stores the top value, which was initially present when I started this iteration. Okay, clear? And what will I do? I will basically push this new val into the heap. Push. So this now has 4. Now coincidentally, you can see that 4 still is greater than the remaining elements. So it stays 4. Now we reduce k by 1 because one iteration is done. Now what will be the value at the top? 4. So temp becomes 4. I add it to the score, which makes this 14. What will be new val? New val was initially 4. New val will be seal of 4 by 3. Now seal of 4 by 3 mathematically is 1.33. Seal of that will be 2. Okay. Now when I push it, this 4 becomes 2. Oh, fine. Now we see that the initial configuration is bound to change, because now all these 3 will precede the 2 because they are greater than 2. Fine. So okay. Now this is how my heap will look. At the top I will have three threes, three, three, then a 2, then a 1. Fine. Since one iteration is done, this will be reduced to 1. Now temp will be 3 as it is the value on top. We will pop these 3 and then new val will be seal of 3 by 3. Now 3 by 3 is mathematically 1 and seal of 1 will be 1. 1. So now we add 3 to this, making it 17 and this becomes 0. So we have done exactly key operations and our answer is 7. So let us try to do this in the code. Fine. So I will be creating a priority max heap. So it can be done using priority queue. What will be the data type of the elements present in the priority queue? Excuse me. Integer. Now to store them, now to store them in the priority queue, I need to have a vector of all integers. Okay, so here I have declared my priority queue. Now what I will do is populate them with all the elements like I did them here. So this was empty. I will have to put all the elements of nums into the priority queue. How I will do them? So you can basically okay, let's do it normally. I will iterate from 0 to the last index, which is nums dot size minus 1. And since I am doing less than, so it accounts for that. I will do pq dot push nums of I. Done. Now, since I have to iterate this for k times, I will while k minus minus runs it for n times. The moment value of k becomes 0, it terminates the loop. So here I will take. So here I took temp was the value at top. So pq dot top. Fine. I'll also have to take score. So score was initially 0. I'm taking it as long because the return type of the method is long. Or you can also check, see here nums of I is 10 to the power 9. So suppose I have 4 10 to the power 9s. So 4 into 10 to the power 9 possibly does not fit in integer. So I'll have to take long. I took int temp equals to p dot. Now score will be now temp will be added to score like in the initial case I added 10 to score 10 to 0 and it became 10. Then what will I do? Then I will pop the element like I did here. I popped it. Now we have to replace it with the new element. So what will be new element? Um, so logically you can use the seal function, but why will I use the function if I can do it mathematically? So this is how we will calculate it. If temp mod, so if it is divisible by 3, that is temp mod 3 equals to 3, new val will be equals to temp by 3, my bad, else it will be equal to temp by 3 plus 1. Fine. So this is how you can do it. However, it can be done in one line if you have an idea of ternary operators. So I will just replace it like this. If temp mod 3 equals 0, new val will be temp by 3, else it will be temp by 3 plus 1. Done. Now, since here I got 4 and I had to push it again in the priority queue, I will push new val. And at the end, I will return score. Fine, it is running, so I will submit it. It gets accepted. So let us now check what is the time complexity. Now for insertion, it takes log n time to insert an element into the priority queue. Suppose the size of the array is n, so it will take n log n. And here, since I am doing k iterations, it will take k. So overall, TC will be big O of n log n plus k. Now, what will be the space complexity? Since the priority queue contains n elements, the space complexity will be big O of n. Moreover, it was an easy problem. Thank you.